What's up, Angel City? Well, it's starting off with a bang already. I don't know what you were doing, Nina, but hopefully you guys all heard that magical sound that should not have been there. But either way, welcome to episode 107, the one where we needed points and we did not get them. I am your host today and always, Amanda the Panda Filman, joined today by the one, the only Nina Kiefer from her. Is this the first time from your new digs?
It is. First time in my new home. I'll give you guys the tour later.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. I feel like Amanda and I are running on fumes today, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, we are at Angel City Chicks on all major social media and podcast platforms. Make sure you hang out with us, because this show is not the same without you. Y'all missed it. Pre-show, I was giving Amanda a run for her money. I added myself to the feed twice, and I was giving myself some high fives. There were lots of me going on.
It was me versus Nina squared, and it was scary and intimidating. I didn't know how to feel. I felt a little uncomfortable, but it's okay. I mean, I suppose two Ninas is better than one. I'm okay with it. But for this show and for all of y'all, we'll just keep it to 1-1. And oh man, I wish I had a second avatar of myself to share the duties of today. Today was a busy one. If you like to dabble in the soccer media world, with Soccer in 60, of course, recorded on Thursdays as well, live at 4:00, where we cover all the SoCal professional soccer teams, including Angel City. And we had a very special guest on here today, actually two very special guests. One, the only Lauren Sesselman, and then we also had Maggie Doherty Howard on. So hop on over to Soccer in 60 on, I think the Empire Strikers platform is where it's at on YouTube. And then for Instagram, if you guys want to see that interview, she was great. She was a good interview. Just talked about, growing up and how she became the player she is today. And we're very lucky to have her. So did the ACFC
fun fact about Maggie was the fact that she played on a men's team, a boys team, while she was growing up. Did not know that about her. And Panda, you gave a great interview. So that's Panda interviewing Maggie Doherty Howard. Super cool, super exciting. I would definitely go and give that a listen.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a great time. And one more to knock out for today. And and then we can just kind of relax. I mean, I had a hair appointment today. I had to drive all the way out to Woodland Hills, came back, did Soccer in 60, went to the gym, came home, and now I'm doing this. So my day off has been nothing but. So, okay. All right, I'm going to jump off here. There's pizza commercials on the TV right now, and that's really kind of all I want. Hint, hint, in the other room.
And if you were to order pizza right now, what would you want on your pizza?
Oh, I'm a simple girl. I like cheese. I like pepperoni. I like sausage. Nothing crazy. Thin crust is great. You can just eat. It's great. Anyways. I want pizza. Hopefully there's somebody in the room listening right now that could make that happen. If not, it's okay. I guess I'll just, I don't know. I'll eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So, yeah. I keep side-eyeing him like in the other room, like pizza. But I'll keep you guys updated on if that happened. But either way,
situation, this is now what we're all living for. This is all that matters to us. Forget the rest of the episode. It's all about whether or not he gets the hint.
It's pizza watch. See what happens by the end of this episode. But either way, let's talk about what's been going on. We've got a little bit of Angel City news, of course, that we want to update you on and fill you in, and then we'll recap the latest game, talk about what's coming up, and then just kind of peruse through there, talk about something, a documentary as well. I saw. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Oh, good. We have not talked about this yet together. So this is going to be like live and uncut on our feelings, because we have not talked about this. She doesn't know what I feel. I don't know how she feels, and I can't wait to talk about it. So either way, you want to...
We don't have a fight live on air.
We're not going to fight. There's nothing to fight about. I mean, it's going to be good. I just want to know your thoughts. But how about you want to start us out, Nina? And I did not make... Here, wait. You know what? I got something for you. Just hang on just a second.
Oh, now I'm terrified.
No. Okay. Anyways, why don't you start us out? What was the latest news that we had coming out of Angel City?
She just went and made my notes bolder and bigger for me.
That's what I do for you. I made the notes that I wanted you to read bigger and better and bolder. So
Yes, we do have some news. We have a Matt Wade coming in as assistant general manager. So he's joining, of course, our general manager, Angela Hucles Mangano, overseeing the club's football operations department and supporting the implementation of the club's sporting strategic plan. So this is exciting, especially as, we've seen changes come in the front office side, and we're, investing a lot more into our sports strategy and the backside of the coaching, I will say. So, really exciting to have Wade joining us. He does have quite the resume, though I do think I would have been a much better choice. Um,
I mean, I'm sure you applied incessantly to this. So yeah.
I feel like every day I'm applying and they never actually take me seriously. But he was head of sporting strategy over in the Netherlands for 3 seasons, winning 3 trophies in that period of time, which is fantastic. And yes, he does bring experience with women's teams. So he's also worked with academies. So I still see academy in the making. I'm just saying. So really exciting to have him coming in. He's also worked on projects with the NFL, NBA, MLS, European football, and the NWSL. So quite the impressive sports resume that Matt is bringing to the table. And I'm just excited to, see what he does on and off the pitch.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Anytime we're adding some new personnel to the team, new eyes, new ears, new thought processes that can kind of come in and see things that when you're in an environment for too long, you kind of like the term nose blind. You don't notice the smells around you when you're immersed in them. Like maybe you don't notice the problems that are right there that maybe you could fix. So bringing someone in that maybe can give some insight into things, and with his experience, how he's been able to create winning teams as well. So something we definitely need. We can only talk about this, what we need for so long before we're like, okay. But they're making moves. Yeah, they're making moves. They're doing things. They're putting things out there. So it's not like they're just doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We're trying something new. So, and it takes time. We're not things may not change overnight. Sometimes they do. Sometimes there's like a switch that can be flipped, maybe. I don't know. Or it could, we'll just see. The season it's not over yet. We're still in it, but this past weekend definitely did not do anything to really help our cause, did it?
No, unfortunately, this was the one where we needed points, and we know going on the road can be difficult, but man, this is not. We'll get into stats and standings later, but let's dive into this game. Go ahead, Panda. Rip off the Band-Aid.
All right, I'll do that. So you guys know we had a game on Saturday afternoon, and it was all the way into the Midwest, racing Louisville, not far from where I actually grew up. So hello to the Midwest out there. I always want to go out there. I think it'd be so much fun to do that as an away base to go to Louisville. But either way, if you remember, I think I even said on our last pod, it would be great if this is where Kristen Press could have scored a goal to kind of like end cap where she originally got that injury that sidelined her for so long. But alas, that would not be the case because Angel City would lose 1-2 by way of goals from forward Bethany Balser and Janine Becky. Although ACFC midfielder Megger I'm so tie. Maggie Doherty Howard did score for the visitors, giving her first goal of the season. Now, after a relatively uneventful opening to the game, Angel City opened the scoring in the 18th minute when forward Alyssa Thompson intercepted a pass by Louisville defender Abby Urseg. Thompson burst forward, sent a diagonal ball to forward Claire Emsley, whose shot was blocked by goalkeeper Katie Lund. Doherty Howard was lurking centrally in the box, slotted the rebounded ball away inside the far post, making her first goal for Angel City, putting us up 1-0 early on, which was nice. It was nice. And then just a minute later, we like starting out, winning. That's great. But just a minute later, Thompson had a look of her own when Emsley played a ball over the top that the 19-year-old was able to sprint onto. She took a right-footed crack from inside the box, but it went just high, no goal. unfortunately.
Yeah. Ugh. Much of the rest of the half was just a back and forth transition heavy affair with neither team really maintaining control of the midfield. And in the 26th minute, Louisville was able to capitalize on one of those transitions. Midfielder Borges lofted a diagonal ball over the top for Balser, who was hovering near Angel City's backline. Balser jumps to beat her mark, and that ball gets headed into the back of the net to level the score 1-1. Angel City's goalkeeper, Didi Herachich, made a big save in the 34th minute when Peterson fired off a rocket from the left edge of the 18th. Herachich got one glove on the ball and was able to deflect it out for a corner kick. The remainder of the half saw not really a ton of chances for either side, and the teams headed into the locker rooms 1-1 after just a measly 5 minutes of stoppage time, not the usual 15 to 20 that we're getting used to.
Only 5 minutes.
Only 5 minutes. It used to be, I'd be like, oh my God, 5 minutes of stoppage time. 4 was a ton. And now I'm like, oh, only 5?
Now it's like, wow, okay, we
Wow,
didn't hit
that's
double
it?
digits. We're doing all right. Our girls
Wow.
are going to feel good. They're not going to be completely and utterly exhausted playing another like half a game. So now they did come out of the break. ACFC, they were swinging with Lund having to make several impressive saves to keep them off the board. And that first came in the 54th minute when midfielder Katie Zalem served a lofted ball diagonally into the box for defender Madison Curry, who put her header on target, but Lund blocked it out for a corner. And then in the 58th minute, Lund came up big again after Thompson dribbled past Peterson to send a pass to Doherty Howard in the box. Doherty Howard's attempt was on frame, but the goalkeeper again really spoiling this Angel City party in Louisville.
Yeah, Lund was going to be a big player for Louisville. Louisville actually ends up gaining the lead, unfortunately, in the 68th minute. Janine Becky intercepted a pass in Angel City's defensive third, sprinted forward and beat her mark, fired an angled right-footed shot and just hit the back of the net with force. It was clinical. It was nice. It was angering. I was not thrilled.
It was anger.
It was anger.
It was anger. Yes.
We did continue to push. We didn't give up. We tried for the remainder of the game. We came close in the 71st minute with M.A. Vignola cutting off the left wing and taking a hard shot from the edge of the 18. But once again, Lund coming up big, and she is able to keep us in check. Final score 2-1. We go home with no points.
Yeah, and that's when I wish I had the womp womp button. It's in the other room.
It's in the womb.
Words are hard today, Nina. Words are hard. I've said way too many, and you're gonna have to just read between the lines at this point. But yes, Angel City did drop points losing this match, although they did win in every other category. It felt like when you looked at the stats, they dominated in shots. They had 17 to Louisville's 10, and then they had 5 of theirs on target to Louisville's 6. Possession, we had the lion's share at 64% to their 36. Passes, we had 525 to their 303 with better accuracy at 84%. And, fouls were whatever. It looked like Louisville was definitely playing aggressively. I think on our last pod, we talked about how they weren't very aggressive in their last meetup. And I guess maybe they heard what I said. And they came up fighting for the ball. They had 3 yellow cards. We only had 2, no red cards, and no offside calls, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know. Yeah. Just
very weird. And, we did say that we would not be surprised to see Angel City coming away with 70% possession. We got close, 64. I'll give us that. But like you said, they were still very aggressive. As much as Louisville sat back and let us have the possession, I didn't feel like Angel City controlled this game the way I wanted us to. I felt like we were still relatively equal in terms of setting the tempo, and maybe it was Louisville matching us and coming out more aggressively and playing quicker, even though they were allowing us to control possession. It was a very interesting game, and if you had asked me after the match what I thought possession was without telling me, I probably would have said closer to 50-50.
So it just didn't really feel like we had, like you said, control of the game, even though we were hanging on to the ball. We weren't really doing much with it that felt intentional, I'm sure. So, well, the unfortunate thing is that that ladder rung that we have been trying to climb, we slipped down one. And
Yeah, and
Louisville.
not only that, NWSL decided in week 19 to add a nice little line to the middle of this graphic here. Thanks a lot. Rub it in our faces. For those of you not with us on YouTube, they put the playoff cutoff and made it harsh. So now it looks like this giant gap between spot number 8 and 9. And
Yep.
unfortunately, we're down there in 10.
Yeah, it's it's not a great place to be. We've got work to do for sure. We've got 21 points, a win this weekend. If Louisville loses and we win, we still don't make the playoffs quite yet. Bay FC sitting up there with 25 points.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, congrats to the franchise team for sitting in a nice cozy little spot. It's not over. We can still do it, but we do have work to do. We have a hill to climb, and the next hill that we do have to climb is one in Portland. And it's
Yep.
not in Portland, it's at home, but it's against Portland. So let's talk about this next matchup. That's going to be Monday, September 23rd. It's going to be 7:00 against Portland at home. If you're not going to be able to make it out to the game, then you can watch it locally on Bally Sports and elsewhere on CBS Sports Network. Let's talk about this matchup, Nina.
Yeah, let's dig into it. So when we look at Portland, our previous 8 matches, we've won 3, they've won 3, and we've had 2 draws. But our most recent meeting, October 15th, 2023, we crushed them 5-1.
That's wild. I don't even know if I remember that.
I, I I definitely think we had drinks because
We must have celebrated each goal.
yeah, we must have done a shot for every goal because 5-1 is incredible. And if we could come out like that, that would be fantastic. But we look at the season so far, because remember that was over a year ago, almost a year ago.
We're not quite in
We're
October.
we're sitting in 10th place. They're sitting in 6th. We've won 6 matches. They've won 8. And when we look at the shots per match, their goals per match, they're up there at like just about 1.5. We're still hovering just around 1. So I don't think this is going to be a very heavy scoring game. What scares me most is the fact that Portland has had 7 clean sheets.
Yeah, it's like they may not be scoring much, but they're also not allowing others to score. When we get into these insights here, this is actually very interesting. It does give me a little hope. I will say this. When you look at this now, we've scored 7 goals in our last 5 matches. They've only scored 3. So again, they're not scoring very much. We have not kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches. So expect them to possibly get onto the board, at least with that goal. But here's the thing. We've won the previous 2 matches against Portland. Portland has not won an away game in their last 6 matches, and they've actually lost their last 4. So they're either going to come into this feeling pretty defeated or, hey, put it all on the line. We got nothing to lose and see what happens. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Like you said, I don't know if it's going to be high scoring. I mean, they're keeping people off the board and we're lucky if we get, 1 to 2 goals in each of our matches. So I don't know. Do you have any score predictions for this one?
I don't want to jinx it, but I'm thinking it's going to be pretty low. I'm thinking we take it 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I don't hate that. I was gonna say something similar to that. 1-0 or 2-1. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Put your predictions, either in the chat or hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what you think. Is there anybody we should be on the lookout for? One maybe one maybe a Sophia Smith, possibly.
I was gonna say maybe like somebody who's competing for Golden Boot and like league MVP and all that, So yeah, Sophia Smith scares me, but I'm gonna have my eye on Moultrie. I like the child. I like the girl. She is so good. And with the veteran presence of Sinclair up top, Moultrie behind her, and Sophia Smith, we know this is going to be big. That left-hand side of the Portland, I was going to say Portland Timbers, Portland Thorns is absolutely fantastic. So everyone who is playing right back for us is going to have to be ready. That's where I would stack everyone because I feel like they're going to come up the left.
I do trust our back line in that of Madison Curry and Sarah Gordon. I mean, and Ime Vignola. I mean, I definitely think they have the ability back there to keep up with these. I think, our midfield's going to be challenged. They have a great midfield, and that's something that we've been working on. I mean, I've loved Maggie Doherty Howard was real. She was in a lot of plays in the last game, which was great, scoring a goal, and then with Kennedy Fuller in there as well, like she's been having a good season as well. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think we're going to hold it down. I think their offense is going to come for us. I think our defense is going to step up. So we just got to find the likes of Alyssa Thompson and hopefully maybe Sydney LaRue getting in there. I'd love to see
Christian Press score.
Yeah, that'd be great.
How many times are we going to say that before she scores?
I know. I don't know. Messiah Bright. I hope she gets the start. I've always liked it when she starts games. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But
you know what we will definitely see?
What?
Hello Kitty. I had to. So I put into the notes here because I think it's important that we let you know all the things that you can expect on Monday, because it is officially the Hello Kitty game. That is right. If you bought the special package, you get the Hello Kitty blanket, but everybody will go home with something Hello Kitty. That's right. Paper crown giveaway upon entry. Hello Kitty is performing the 3 clap. There's a friendship cam. There's going to be Hello Kitty trivia. There will be Hello Kitty photo booths. There's going to be a friendship bracelet making station right outside and a Hello Kitty face painting. Make sure you get there early, starting at 4 p.m. You can get your picture taken with Hello Kitty after you get your Hello Kitty face painted and make your Hello Kitty bracelet before you go in and get your Hello Kitty crown.
Oh my God.
Christian is gonna call in sick to work and
he's just gonna immerse himself in Hello Kitty. Doesn't he have a Hello Kitty jersey that he got for the kickball game?
He does. Oh my gosh, I should have ended with the video of him stretching. Missed opportunity. Hold on, I think I can still find it.
I believe in you. I think you can do that because we can certainly
we can stall.
We can stall. We have other things to talk about. Did we have any while you're doing that? Was there any good NWSL news out there that you wanted to talk about? Because there's none on my notes.
I really just wanted to talk about the documentary. I was super excited to go over that with you.
All right. So we alluded to it in the beginning, and so we'll kind of we'll jump into it as well. Yeah, the documentary what was it on Netflix?
It was on Netflix. Wait, when was the kickball game?
Oh, the kickball game was August 2nd or 3rd. It was right before we left on our trip.
Before you left.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold on. We're almost I got it here. Hold on. We're going to just airdrop this to the Mac. Ha ha ha.
Okay, guys. So hopefully you're watching and you can see how all in Hello Kitty Christian is.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
I bet if you brought that jersey to the game, somebody would try to buy it from him.
Oh, 100%.
The Hello Kitty fan base is going to show up. We've been to those events before, so oh my gosh.
There we go. As promised, and it's actually a video. I don't know if I can play it here.
You can try. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Yes, that was a great video. Fantastic. Who doesn't love a little Hello Kitty jersey? It's great. I mean, I should.
We were about to play kickball, so he was getting all ready.
No, I should wear that to the game. To be honest.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. We'll work that out. But Monday, 7:00, be there. Let's cheer on our ladies. I know they're feeling, they're feeling like they're letting us down. I mean, I think Maggie Doherty Howard in the interview kind of alluded to that as well. Like they don't want to disappoint the fans, and so we got to keep showing up for them because I know at the end of the day they're putting it all out there. Sometimes. There's things out of their control and things that need to be taken care of in a different way. And they're just going out there and doing their job. And they're doing a great job. So hopefully we can figure out what it is that, can jumpstart this team into some winning ways before this, this push towards the playoffs. Now, let's chat about what we were talking about. You ready?
Yeah.
Hope Solo documentary.
Yes. Okay. I have so many thoughts because I feel like I didn't realize a lot of this in the moment. And I feel bad in retrospect. and like listening to Hope Solo, it is very one-sided. We're not hearing from all of the other players and things like that. But I remember being not a child, but like an adolescent and thinking, you don't talk smack about your team like that. Yeah, no, duh, you're going to get put on the bench. Like, even if you're the most talented person, if your team doesn't trust you, you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember thinking in the moment. But watching this documentary, I'm like, we should have played her.
Yeah. I mean, clearly that decision was very impactful.
Yeah.
I mean, we know how that went. It was very interesting. I mean, like you said, yeah, it was one-sided because I feel like all the people that oppose her and have things to say, they didn't want to be a part of it. So, I appreciated her college coaches being on there and supporting her. And I mean, she had a very, very bizarre upbringing. At the very,
Yeah.
I mean, like with her, the story about her dad, like, oh my God, like, that personable side of me, like just really just like, put the player aside and the things that has happened and, the decisions she's made in life, of course. Gosh, that can't just, you can't, how do you just be a normal person after, seeing your dad be homeless and being there for him, and him still showing up to her games. I'm like, he's the definition of if he wanted to, he would,
Yeah,
When
no,
you
completely. And like, I feel like she definitely didn't get the support she needed from her teammates in some of those times, like being told, you're using the death of your dad and things like that. It's like, oh, ouch. And I mean, I think there's a lot of parallels to how far we've come as a society in general as well,
Yeah.
because I don't think you get away with half of that today. I mean,
Right.
nowadays, I feel like you'll be praised for being outspoken like that. She was standing up for herself. She was standing up for her team. And I think in a different day and age, Hope Solo would not have had such a short career.
Yeah. I mean, she was great. She was fantastic. And it would be very interesting to be able to, go back in time and change that and see what that could have done and how that
Mhm.
would have changed things. But it is what it is. I encourage everyone to watch it. It's a great documentary. I mean, I love documentaries. I love diving
Yeah.
into the lives of players and stuff because it's not black and white. That's for sure. A lot of things go into developing into the person that they are. And, there's a lot of things you don't know about people. I mean, there are two sides to every story. And, we did hear hers. And, I would love to hear, if there is somebody who, wants to in some way,
Mhm.
refute some of that. I don't know. But all I know is what I saw. And, I think some things suck. I think she made some bad decisions too. I mean, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think she regrets a lot of those decisions that she made that became very public. And, we've all made decisions that were bad. And, could you imagine like you or I making the same decision? We're not on a public stage,
Mhm.
so we can kind of move on from those decisions. And these are things that constantly get thrown back into probably her face. So difficult being in that place, in those shoes. So, but yeah, great documentary. Would love for everybody to watch it. Give us your thoughts on what you think and everything. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's very interesting. So
I thought it was incredible. It was really nice to hear the other side because I don't think I gave Hope Solo enough credit.
I mean, yeah, all I heard was domestic abuse, and then the whole thing with her,
Sure.
with her kid in the car, like
Mhm.
you just, yeah, you definitely, have snap judgments in those moments about those decisions that are made, but then you backtrack and you put all the little pieces together, and it creates the story that's not necessarily like, oh, well, yeah, okay, well, she's forgiven. It just explains the whys, which sometimes it's a little easier when you know that. So. Either way,
Absolutely.
sucks for her. Yeah, she definitely wasn't dealt an easy hand in life, and that certainly did not help it either, I guess. So,
Yeah.
either way, but it was good.
Well,
I love sports.
normally we would end with a quote, but I got something fun for us today because I felt like we needed to liven things up a little bit, when we're feeling down on ourselves and we're below the playoff line and we need a little fun.
We need a little pick me up. pick us up on the ladder. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. No, I love this. I think this is fun. I watched this as well. So if you guys didn't see this and you're not on here, you definitely need to check it out either on our YouTube or go to their Instagram and check it out. But if you're here with us, then you get to enjoy it now with us too.
I have a good fun fact. I can shake my eyes.
Let's see them in action.
It's not really a fun fact, but I have another sister too, a younger sister. And she also plays soccer.
Of course.
Okay.
What the heck?
I didn't know there was a third Thompson sister. When
I didn't
are
know
we
either.
finding her?
Are they just like 3D printing them at this point?
I think they are, but that was my biggest, like, at first I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I do funny things with my eyes too. But then I'm like, there's a third Thompson sister. When do we get the contract out there? She plays soccer too?
Wait, do they just keep getting better? I mean, they always say like Giselle, everybody thought she's better than Alyssa. Is this girl like even better than her? Like, what's happening? Like, you would think, as you get down the line, it goes the opposite way. But I don't know. I know there's 3 of them. So I wonder what position she plays and like what's going on. And if they already signed that, like, under 18 contract.
The triple T.
I mean, they might be on it. Who knows? But we'll have to find out some more about that and figure out what the deal is. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was real interesting. And yeah, how do you figure out you can shake your eyes? That you're crossing them, Nina. The weirdest thing that you could do with your eyes is actually read from a distance at this point. So,
ouch.
Just kidding.
That was. Ooh.
I know that was rude. But your eyes suck, so I gotta see what you say. All right, I gotta go figure out what is going on with the food situation in this house because I'm starving. It's been a long day. Like we said, check out Soccer in 60, real fun episode where we interview Maggie Doherty Howard. And yeah, got anything else for the masses, Nina?
No, I don't think so. Panda, you ready?
I'm ready.
Good, because we're going.